Hey everybody, John
and Kat
here from Old Reading Farm. Thanks for joining us. In today's video, we're going to show you how we're going to divide, wash, and store our dahlia tubers. Let's get to work.
We dug up all of our dahlia tubers. We had them drying out on a piece of chicken wire in our mudroom, ? Like basically our dungeon entrance. So that the dirt that was on them could dry off. Today I'm going to wash them. I'm going to separate them, hopefully, so that each tuber has an eye. I'm going to try not to break their necks. And then I'm going to store them using 3 different methods, because last year we tried to store some dahlia tubers and we had a 0% success rate, so go us. So today I'm going to use kind of I'm going to do 2 of the things that Florette suggests. She's like a huge, amazing social media presence at Flower Farmer. And then Garden Answer on YouTube, who, if you're not watching, you should be. She has over 1 million subscribers and she's just like so knowledgeable. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get to work. Why did I save this? This is a nothing burger. There's like 1 tuber, kind of. It's got a super broken neck. This is garbage. Look at how weird and thick this one is. Whoop, dead leaf. Isn't that cool? How different they all are. Whoa, like what even is that? So this is the biggest clump we dug up. This one was next to our chicken run. It put out these pretty solid light yellow flowers and they had nice long strong stems, and the clump is lovely. So I'm going to try to divide this one well. And I'm going to try to show you the eyes that I'm looking at up close so we can see if that's a thing. Okay. So when I'm doing this, I'm cutting the stems back. And one thing that I was told was that after you cut your dahlias back, you don't want to let a lot of water get in here. So that's something to be aware of. And this is such a huge clump. It's literally enormous. I'm going to try to just like cut it in half so I can kind of see what I'm doing better. And while I'm doing that, I probably am going to ruin a few of these tubers, but my goal is to save as many as I can, obviously. So I just need to be able to work with a more manageable piece size. Okay. So here we go. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I'm cleaning these up, I'm always cutting these little straggly, octopi roots off. And those are all garbage. Okay. Man. This is the tuber. That's the neck right there, and then that's where the stem came out. So the growth points will come somewhere between the neck and the stem. So I am 99% sure that those little lumps right there are growth points. So I'm going to pray over this tuber and set it into the keep pile. And then these 3 are like braided together up here, which is sort of interesting, but not ideal. I'm gonna cut them apart. Okay. So this one, I think I see growth points right there. And I want to very gently untwist these. Do you see how they're twisted together? Maybe I should just leave these 2 together. Because I'm afraid if you break, this is the neck, this long bit, If you break the neck, then the tuber won't be connected to the growth point anymore and you'll have a nothing burger. So I'm gonna leave these two connected. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I still have all this off of one plant. Wild. This one I also broke the neck. Okay. So I'm going to try to cut this stem in half because I want the growth points to be on all of the tubers really. And there are kind of two stems here. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here's a good example of a growth point. So this, where am I? Tuber, neck, growth point. You see how the growth point is already growing? Tuber, neck, growth point. That's a keeper. And then I have these. That's definitely a growth point there. This one has some neck damage, but it's not broken, so I'm hoping that'll blister over. I'm gonna leave these two together. And then what I have left is this. So I'm gonna keep going. So good growth points right there. Strong neck, good tuber. Good tuber, strong neck, but this is all that's left for where the growth points would be, and I don't see any eyes. It's not a big decision. Do I save or do I toss knowing that it's probably a nothing burger? Okay. So this is probably the mother tuber, I think, because it's a different like color and texture. Good growth point here. So I'm going to leave these two attached because I don't see another growth point. All right, so I've just divided all of my clumps. I've got a big old bag. So I'm going to do 3 or maybe 4 things. So one of the ways to store them is in vermiculite. This is vermiculite. Vermiculite. So we bought a 30-pound bag of vermiculite. We had to buy it off of Amazon. We called 5 local, garden centers, nursery stores, whatever. Couldn't find any. What I did with the ones that I already stored and divided is I packed them into a reusable shopping bag like this. Burlap was the thing that was recommended, but I don't have any burlap, so I have this. So they wanted something that was breathable but would hold the vermiculite in place. So I packed vermiculite into the bottom of a bag, did a layer of tubers, more vermiculite, more tubers. And the thing that I'm not sure about the vermiculite is whether this should be totally dry or have a little bit of water added to it. So the ones that I already did, I added some water to it. If you live in a more dry climate, I was told that that's what you should do. If not, maybe we should have left it dry. So the ones that I pack into vermiculite today, I'm gonna leave totally dry. The next way we're gonna try it is pine shavings. That's what I tried last year and it didn't work at all. But part of the reason why I think it didn't work at all is because I think my temperature was too high because I kept them in a closet. This year we're gonna keep them in a basement. And then the last thing we're gonna try is this plastic wrap. Now I don't like to use plastic. I had to go out and buy plastic wrap just for this. We don't use plastic wrap at home because I don't like creating plastic waste, but I was told by Florette that the people who store their tubers this way have like a 90% success rate, and that's the kind of success rate I'm looking for. So we're gonna individually wrap tubers into plastic wrap. So let's do that.
So it's a wrap? I don't know.
A saran wrap?
Get it?
It's a wrap?
All right, what are we saying? Because I didn't.
Okay, so I have washed our dahlia tubers. I have divided our dahlia tubers. Divvied. I stored dahlia tubers in wet vermiculite. I stored dahlia tubers in dry vermiculite. I wrapped tubers individually in saran wrap, and I'm going to find a paper bag and try some in pine shavings.
There you go.
And we're gonna see what works, and we're gonna see what doesn't.
So that's 4 different versions, and we'll let you know next spring. Hopefully they all work.
Yes!
All right, thank you very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and as always, please subscribe. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye!